Have you ever felt that unsettling sting when someone criticizes you, or that rush of anxiety when you sense disapproval? It's a feeling most of us know all too well. We spend so much of our lives walking on eggshells, trying to please everyone, terrified of saying or doing the wrong thing. But what if I told you that all of that anxiety, all that fear of judgment, is built on a lie? There's a quiet but revolutionary realization, the kind that slowly seeps in and changes everything. It's the profound insight from Carl Jung that no one's opinion will ever shake you again. Once you understand a simple truth, the power you think others have over you is a power you have given them. The source of your validation, your fear, or your insecurity has always been within you. The moment you truly internalize this, you step into a new world of psychological freedom. Imagine a life where the judgments and expectations of others no longer define your self-worth. A life where their criticism doesn't send you spiraling into self-doubt. Most people live their lives tethered to the opinions of those around them, constantly adjusting and hiding, unaware that this is a voluntary surrender of their own power. But this is a choice, and it's a choice you can reverse, starting right now. To break free, we first have to understand why other people's opinions affect us so deeply. As human beings, we are wired for social connection. We need to feel accepted to belong. This is an evolutionary survival instinct. So when we receive feedback, positive or negative, it triggers deep neural responses. A simple criticism can feel like a threat to our very survival, activating old anxieties and learned patterns of compliance. When these patterns run on autopilot, even a casual comment can create ripples of shame and fear, leaving us feeling completely at the mercy of others' perceptions. The key to breaking this cycle is to dig a little deeper. We need to recognize where our dependence on external validation comes from. Think back to your childhood experiences, cultural conditioning, and past relationships. We've been programmed to equate opinion with value, approval with self-worth, and rejection with danger. But once you identify this programming, you can consciously challenge it. You can deconstruct it and rewrite it, replacing fear with understanding and insecurity with genuine confidence. The transformation that happens when you internalize this is profound. The control center of your life shifts from the outside world to your own inner compass. When your internal compass is calibrated, the judgments of others become neutral information, not emotional commands. You can navigate life, relationships, and big decisions with clarity and integrity. This doesn't mean you become arrogant or indifferent. It means you cultivate a grounded sense of self that can listen and learn from feedback without being emotionally thrown off balance. The power of an opinion is only as strong as the power you give it. When you reclaim that power, your mind becomes unshakable. This inner strength will transform every single area of your life. In your career, you'll make bold decisions without fear of what your boss or colleagues might think. In your personal relationships, you'll be more authentic. Your creative expression will flow freely, no longer clouded by anxiety over approval. As you build this immunity to external opinion, you gain a new freedom in your thoughts, your words, and your actions. You start to live in alignment with your true values, not the expectations of others. This liberation grows with every conscious choice to honor yourself over social pressure. It grows with every moment you take to reflect on your internalized beliefs. It's strengthened through self-compassion, mindfulness, and emotional regulation. Slowly but surely, you'll reach a state where criticism, gossip, or even praise no longer sends shockwaves through your system. They won't trigger those old insecurities or dictate how you behave. Why? Because you will have established an internal authority that is self-sustaining and self-validating. This is the profound teaching of Jung. Psychological freedom isn't about controlling the world or seeking universal approval. It's about mastering the internal terrain of your own mind. It's about observing your emotional reactions, understanding the source of your vulnerabilities, and cultivating a resilient sense of self that sees opinion as information, not judgment. You see it as data, not a decree. You see it as an opportunity for reflection, not a verdict on your value. This mastery changes everything. When opinions no longer trigger fear, communication becomes clearer. Relationships become more authentic because you're not hiding parts of yourself. Interactions are guided by conscious choice, not knee-jerk reactivity. And in this space, you discover a liberating truth. You don't need external validation to feel whole. Your self-worth is inherent. Your emotional security is something you generate yourself. This allows you to live a life where your actions and decisions are aligned with your inner truth, not someone else's expectations. As this understanding deepens, you start to navigate life with a profound sense of calm. You develop a resilience that absorbs challenges, a clarity that cuts through all the social noise, and a confidence that is rooted in self-knowledge, not external praise. Every judgment or critique you encounter becomes a neutral event. You see it simply as a reflection of another person's perspective, not a measure of your personal value. The transformation is complete when your internal observer is fully developed. You witness your thoughts, feelings, and reactions with conscious awareness. This allows you to experience life fully, love deeply, and act decisively without being shaken by the shifting opinions of others. In this way, Jung's insight becomes your lived reality. The world is no longer a source of emotional turbulence, but a stage for your authentic action and creative expression. You experience the profound liberation of knowing that no matter what others say, no matter how loudly the world judges, nothing can penetrate the core of a self that has been consciously fortified, healed, and understood. This is the ultimate freedom, to live with integrity, authenticity, and emotional sovereignty. It's the freedom of knowing that the only opinions that truly matter are the ones that come from within. With this inner authority, no external force can ever shake you again. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. See you in the next video.